from the flattened room at a hotel backspace, the Office Products Division presents the Rowlf-In. Featuring Bodoni Bold, Tabulator, and Gordon Moody as kindly old Farmer McGregor.
Good morning, IBM, beautiful downtown Alma. What was the name again, sir? I must be new here. I'll look it up. Was that P.J. or T.J. Watson?
Mr. Henson, may I see you for a moment?
Sure, Forsyth. What can I do for you?
Well, last month I sold 4 MTSTs to this company. But when they learned about the K-Pack, they reordered and changed from a cash deal to time payment. Then they started teaching classes as part of the company's activities, and they wanted a school discount. And yesterday, they canceled.
Well, what's that last piece of paper?
My resignation.
And now Bill Laughlin will sing the entire sales rules book set to the tune, Ain't Misbehavin'.
I don't think I know the words.
I can't believe the fantastic things the DP division is doing. It's almost like science fiction.
Oh, it's not so surprising when you consider the president as Buck Rogers.
Can you identify this?
Red ribbon shift.
Oh, sure. That's one of those communist dresses.
And now, here's one making it big on the current charts. The graphic cash by doing the flush right polka. That's not funny.
Is the opposite of flush right, flush left, or flush wrong? Jessica! Come on, let's join the party.
Sam Kalo was so excited when he heard they had an RMN in the White House. Was he surprised when he found out it meant Richard M. Nixon?
Aren't they cute? They came with my new electric typewriter. By the way, I can't get that machine to work.
Just because I went to the Juilliard School of Music, they made me the composer coordinator.
He'll never be man of the month.
Who's Adrian Frutiger? Isn't he a composer?
I wish you wouldn't use that word.
Cat's Taz.
Very interesting.
I wasn't able to rate you very high this time, Whacker. You just don't seem to have any enthusiasm for your work. Whacker? Whacker? Wake up, Whacker!
It is written that when the input is put in through the throughput, the output will be put out.
That makes sense.
I've discovered a great way to demonstrate forcefully the meaning of the paperwork explosion to all my prospects. I put hand grenades in their in baskets.
That doesn't make sense.
Can you identify this?
K-Pack.
Aren't they some kind of army rations?
Whacker, I want you to know I haven't rated you substandard, but I have loosened your pen.
Paperwork.
This program was transcribed from an RMN by a little old lady wearing boxing gloves. Stay tuned for the coffee break, followed by Bart Stevens starring in Tom Swift and his electric writing machine.
I know something you don't know.
Go get a Steiner coffee and a strudel. Frozen.
From the executory room of the Hotel Mandrill, the Office Products Division presents the Rowlf-In. Brought to you today by Uncle Moody's Heat and Serve Power Rolls.
That's not funny.
Good morning, IBM. You'd like to buy an IBM executive? Well, golly, sir, they're not for sale. In fact, they're all out to lunch right now.
My typewriter isn't functioning properly. These customer engineers really have a way with machines.
That's not very funny.
What's a hollowed-out magnetic tape selector typewriter called?
An MTMT?
The preceding song was written by a magnetic tape selector composer.
I wish you wouldn't use that word.
Can you identify this?
Debug.
That's what the boys eat.
What do you call a total stranger that called you up on December 30th and orders 14 composers?
A 500-pound bluebird.
Now, girls, because of the added weight, I don't recommend that you wear this new cordless headset for extended periods of time. Take it off and rest after 4 hours, or whenever you begin tripping over your earlobes.
Did you get the plan?
Yeah, right here.
Stupid idiot. This is a sales plan for next year. You know that's worthless.
My transcriber isn't functioning correctly.
Which I have in turn interlineated with revisions I believe you will find
And now, here's the dog to whom the news wouldn't be the news without the news. Here's Rowlf-In.
Okay, news of the present. 20th Century Fox announced yesterday the remake of an old classic. Going before the cameras in July will be Tuesday Weld and Zero Mostel starring in the CinemaScope version of Breaking the Production Barrier. This film, as you know, is a haunting story of a frustrated secretary who forsakes retyping forever and finds happiness with an MTST.
I didn't know that.
Take me to your clean leader.
News of the Past presents the origins of OPD. It all began at the dawn of recorded history, when history was recorded with sticks on clay tablets at dawn.
Thank you for your concern. Sincerely.
Stop! No longer will you have to slave and drudge, writing letters on a clay slab with a stick.
Really?
I have an invention that will save you hours of backbreaking toil.
What is it?
The IBM electric stick.
I wish I had thought of that. My MTSD doesn't seem to be functioning correctly. but my secretary isn't functioning very efficiently.
Wrong.
Fenster, I've had to rate you very low this time. I'm afraid your main fault is you just can't take criticism.
That's a dirty, rotten, stinking line!
That man has a lot of potential.
The preceding program was pre-recorded on a 224DE unit especially equipped for color. Stay tuned for Peter Platten, starring in Gidget Goes to Sales Training School.
Very interesting, but not as funny as breaking the production barrier.
Take 3, show number 3.
From the biker room of the Hotel Chargeback, the Office Products Division presents the Rowlf-In. This program is brought to you today by Stevens Frozen Type Bars.
Good morning, IBM. You'd like a tie line, sir? Just a moment.
I demand that that margin be 1 3/4 inches.
Who are you?
I am the marginal dictator. The same thing that makes Gordon moody?
The MTST Instruction Reference and Console Parts Manual. My, that sounds interesting. Most operations done by the MT Composer require processing data that had been inputted into or contained in the core storage memory. I just love books that start off with a bang.
Bang.
With an OCR and a PSM, I've got an RM and an MA and an AOKDE.
You need a TAPDQ and an NATQ2, the FHA and CRA and WCTU.
The FHA and CRA and WCTU.
The PBX, the EOK, MSC, that MTSC's SOS and LSMFT.
That MTS, the SOS, and LSMFT.
Does Vin Learson have to go to Tom Watson once a year for an appraisal and counseling meeting?
There are some things man is not meant to know.
Don't just stand there. Can't you get me out of this? I can get you out of it. I just don't know how to charge it.
Code 56.
Wacker, despite your high sales record, I must rate you unsatisfactory. You're just not organized, man.
Just a second, boss.
Thank you for your interest, sincerely, etc. Try to get this out by Tuesday, Miss Mitchell. As usual, this belt will self-destruct in 5 seconds.
Bang! And now here's the #1 song this week, Electric Sam singing Rotate and Tilt.
You gotta rotate and tilt. You gotta rotate and tilt. You gotta rotate and tilt to beat those poor old blues, yeah.
Can you identify this?
Optical character recognition.
The ability to spot weirdos in a crowd.
It's that kind of thinking that's made our company great.
This program will be seen by thousands of our military men overseas who think that Rowlf-In is Vietnamese for patent place.
Very interesting. But this whole show is one huge typographical error.
Take 2, show number 4.
From the quota room of the Hotel Bluebird, the Office Products Division presents the Rowlf-In. Brought to you today by McGlen's Oatmeal Carbon Paper.
Good morning, IBM. You'd like to talk to an IBM executive? Oh, well, really, sir, our machines type beautifully, but we haven't yet figured out how to make them talk.
Filbertson, it's true you're the district leader and made the club by April. You've got a great sales record. But there's something I've been meaning to talk to you about.
Anything wrong, boss?
The first 4 bits of addresses to data will be written into the first 4 bits of the A word.
But I wouldn't give you 2 bits for the whole book.
IBM is proud to announce another fine product for office use. A typewriter specifically designed for offices not equipped with electricity. Gentlemen, I give you the IBM kerosene typewriter. Now, if we can only find an asbestos carbon paper.
Everyone should have at least 3 chances.
Now let's join the party.
I have to laugh at my graphics quota. I netted a -15%.
That's not funny.
And I'm the district leader.
Now that's funny.
President of DP is really Buck Rogers, huh?
Oh, yes, it is, and the president of OPD is Flash Gordon Moody.
That's 1.
So the IBM company chose you Miss Typeface of 1969, huh?
They certainly did.
My MTST broke down again. You know, it seems to me that those machines should work.
People should think.
Graphics.
Finster, you have a terrible habit of procrastinating. You've got to stop putting things off. The time to strike is now. What do you say?
Can't we talk about this tomorrow?
When the clutch drives a cycle shaft, the step of the clutch sleeve contracts. The tip of an armature in front, oh no, in front of the sleeve.
If
I can't have it, nobody can.
Can you identify this?
Cold type.
That's the way I described my boyfriend.
I made some valuable contacts today.
I didn't sell anything either.
Can you identify this?
Runaround.
That's what my cold type boyfriend is giving me.
I didn't know that.
The taping and stepping at approximately 200 degrees. Around 280 degrees, the tape has stopped. It stopped completely as the cam follower reaches the low dwell.
Polyethylene.
If you'll sign right here, Whacker, you'll notice I've rated you outstanding on everything except neatness.
Oh, boy.
This code will not take printer action until the C contract NC makes. Rats. It wasn't until the last chapter I realized I'd already seen the movie.
Material for the preceding program was selected from postage due speak-up letters received at OPHQ.
Very interesting, Liebchens. Take 5. Smoke if you've got 'em.
Take 4, show number 5.
From the impression room of the Hotel Polyethylene, the Office Products Division presents the Rowlf-In. Today's program is brought to you by Colonel Vo's Kentucky Fried Ribbon Cores.
Good morning, IBM. I'm sorry, Mr. Moody. I can't talk right now. I'm all tied up.
Can you identify this?
Magna belt.
That's about a pint of scotch.
The preceding program has been brought to you because no one else wanted it. But before we close, here is a word from our beloved president, Mr. Gordon Moody.
No.
Thank you, Mr. Moody.
And now for our last number, the RMN Pick Hit of the Week, a brand new group, Bill Maloney and the Manville Scanners singing, I'm going to sit right down and dictate myself a letter. I don't think I know the melody.
This program was written by a little old lady using a Model 01 typewriter. It is now on blocks in a garage, and the trade-in department swears it hasn't been used more than 8 hours.
Whacker, you know these outlandish practical jokes you've been pulling around the office have got to stop.
That's a no-no.
The producers wish to thank all of the people responsible for making this program possible.
Very interesting. But what would your Gordon Moody say?
This has been a very funny film. But who is responsible for it?